Hi everyone, in this video we will discuss about transformation operators in RxJS. So what are RxJS operators? It helps to transform, filter, combine or manage the data emitted by an observable or controls the flow of data in our application. So let's come to transformation operators. Creation operators we have discussed in earlier video in which we discussed about of operator, from operator, interval and timer operator. So now in this video we will discuss map and switch map. So these are used for transformation and these modifies the data emitted by an observable. So coming to map operator, it applies a function to each value emitted, and switch map, it switches to a new observable cancelling the previous one. So now let's come to the code. Let's generate a new component ngGC. Okay, this is the command and let's say component name is RxJS transform operator. Okay, this is our component name. Now it will generate the component with 4 files. One is the spec file, another is component file, TS file and CSS file. Okay, so these all files are generated. Let's go to the newly generated component. Okay, copy the selector and add it in the app.html file. Okay, let's remove the buffer. Okay, and now we will import this component in the app component. Here we will import it. So import is done successfully. Now let's move to that component. Okay, here we will use map. Okay, so once the component is initialized, okay, we will use map method. Okay, now let's create a source observable that emits values say 1, 2 and 3. Okay, create a source observable that emits value. Okay, so how we create it? Const source, we will use $sign at the end for to identify it is a observable. Okay, of 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's import this of operator from RxJS. So we have created a source observable that emits values 1, 2 and 3. Now we need to subscribe it. Dot. First we will use pipe operator. Why we need pipe operator? Because it will take multiple operators as arguments. Okay, and applies them sequentially to the observable data. Okay, so why pipe is used? To take multiple operators as arguments. We will use multiple operators here. That's why pipe is used. Okay, pipe. Now we will use map method to transform each value by multiplying it by, let's say, 2. Value star 2. Okay, we need to import the map method. Okay, so what it will do, the map operator, it will transform each value by multiplying it by 2. Okay, now we need to subscribe it. How we subscribe it? Using subscribe method. Result. Now we will console the result. Result. Okay, so let's go to the terminal and see the output. Okay, so here of operator, what it is doing, it is creating an observable that emits the values 1, 2 and 3. And this map, what it is doing, it is transforming each emitted value by multiplying it by 2. And here subscribe, what it is doing, it is logging the transformed value to the console. Now let's move to the browser. npm run start. Okay, now it is building the project. After that we will see switchMap. Okay, so what is the difference? Let's check this one map first. Let's inspect it. So we are getting 2, 4 and 6. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3 are transformed to 2, 4 and 6 using map. So this is the example using map method. Now let's discuss switchMap. Okay, so what switchMap does? SwitchMap handles the inner observables and ensures us that only the latest one is active, and it cancels the previous emissions when a new value is emitted. Okay, so this is the main difference between map and SwitchMap. SwitchMap handles inner observables, ensuring that only the latest one is active. So let's discuss this with example. So let's say we have let's create a source observable that emits values, let's say A, B and C. Okay, instead of 1, 2, 3, it will emit A, B and C. Okay, so now we will use pipe operator. Why we use pipe operator? To take multiple arguments. Okay, why pipe is used? It will take multiple operators as arguments. So now source.pipe, here we will use switchMap. Say letter, no need, interval 1000. Okay, then again we will use pipe dot pipe. Okay, take 2. Okay, let's import it. Now after that also import take from RxJS. After that we will do subscribe dot subscribe the result. Okay, so what we have done, so here the output will be 0 and 1. Let's check it in the browser. 0 and 1. Okay, after the interval of 1 second. So let's discuss the code. What we have done, we have used switchMap to transform each emitted value into a new observable. Okay, we have used switchMap to transform each emitted value to a new observable. Okay, and we have created a new interval observable is created that emits sequential numbers every 1 second, starting from 0, then 1. If we take it 4, okay, then it will generate 0 to 4. Let's check it in the browser. So after 1 second, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, these are the 4 values. Okay, because we have used 4 as an argument in take. After every 1 second, it will generate 4 values. Okay, so what it is doing, it is limiting the inner variable, inner observable to emit only 4 values. Okay. So here we have subscribed to the new observable and log the emitted values. So the output is 0 and 1. So here we have seen switchMap starts a new inner observable for each letter and cancels the previous one. So this of ABC, what it is doing, it creates an observable that emits the values A, B and C. And this switchMap, it starts a new observable. Okay, starts a new observable at the interval 1 second, and it cancels the previous observable if a new letter is emitted. Okay, so let's see, first the letter A is emitted. It emits 0 and 1. Okay, then after that B is emitted, so it cancels the previous one and it will generate the 0 and 1 for B letter. Okay, this take operator, it is limiting the inner observable to emit only 2 values, 0 and 1. Okay, currently it is 4, so it will generate 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and this subscribe method, it is logging the emitted values 0, 1, 2 and 3 from the latest active inner observable. Firstly for A, then for B, then for C, and it will cancel the previous ones. So this is the main difference between map and switch map. So what map operator do? It only transforms the data, and what switch map do? It handles inner observables, ensuring only the latest one is active, and it cancels the previous emissions when a new value is emitted. So this is the example of transform operators, map and switch map in Angular.